Hey everybody, this is KZ, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts series. It's been a while since we did daily episodes of this, but I am happy to report, starting today, it's back. We're back to business. At the end of the month, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and I have a lot of videos I want to put out in anticipation of that. We have to finish covering the games that we haven't covered yet. There are some Kingdom Hearts 3 preparation, like interlude videos I want to make, and it's hard to believe it's finally time to get started with that stuff. Of course, there is an elephant in the room, otherwise known as a mobile game in the room, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. An update for it came out last month, and you may have noticed I did not put up an episode for it. Reason being, if I do one story update at a time, that's not even 10 minutes. And me trying to fill out the time just doesn't work for me. I feel like the videos are not concise, and they just don't have enough content. On top of that, I don't feel like a lot of the story threads they're doing right now will be in Kingdom Hearts 3 at all. So, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's perfectly fine to put Kingdom Hearts Union Cross on the back burner until after KH3 and do episodes of it when it is most appropriate, i.e. when there's enough content for the episode. Because that's kind of how we started the Kingdom Hearts Unchained videos anyway. So that's how we're going to be doing that. So we can say goodbye to the mobile games, move on to the games that we have yet to cover, and it's time to start talking about them. One aspect of the Kingdom Hearts series that was incredibly intriguing at the time was the final scene included in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. Without further ado, let's take a look at it.
Could it be?
Final mixes were always packed with videos like this. Whether they were CG or in-engine, these videos provided fans with a look at what's coming next for the series. Whether it was a mysterious battle in Deep Dive, the mysterious armored warriors in The Gathering, or in this case, an in-engine trailer for a Birth by Sleep Volume 2. Not much has been said about BBS Volume 2, and with good reason. It doesn't exist anymore. As you can see from the video, its main draw would be Aqua exploring Disney worlds that were consumed by darkness, as well as side stories showing what certain characters were doing throughout the timeline, basically answering questions you probably didn't even ask for. But why did the game not actually materialize? Well, it's simple. These side games that the Kingdom Hearts series was putting out were continuously not doing amazingly compared to the console games, and the final mixes especially were not doing very well, to the point where Birth by Sleep Final Mix kind of bombed. And with some changes happening with Square Enix management, they were finally a lot more open to a full-fledged console Kingdom Hearts game again, so Kingdom Hearts 3 was starting to be something that they were talking about, as well as the fans just feverishly waiting for it. Nomura did want to have at least one game to set up KH3, which became Dream Drop Distance, and this Birth by Sleep Volume 2 was dead weight, so it was cut, and it never came out. Of course, it wasn't a complete death. The remnants of this game, the idea of this game, lives on as a piece of the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD collection. A little game in there called KH 0.2 A Fragmentary Passage is a Kingdom Hearts 3 demo of sorts, a prologue to KH3 where you take control of Aqua going through Disney worlds consumed by darkness, which is similar to what you saw there. While the entire idea of Birth by Sleep Volume 2 never really happened, a key piece of it, the main draw of it, still lives on, and it really shows that Nomura doesn't really let go of these ideas. he intends on making them work. And that's what this next segment of the Kingdom Hearts series is going to be about. We'll be covering Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep's secret episode, followed by Kingdom Hearts 0.2. And that's also why I showed you this trailer here, because it makes no sense to show it in the Let's Play proper, because it's not really canon anymore. But that's enough setup. It's time to get back into the Kingdom Hearts series. We return to Birth by Sleep with its secret episode. Hope you enjoy.
The great battle with Xehanort is almost upon us. As you know, we must take action to keep the Seven Pure Lights safe. And thus we must hasten to assemble the Seven Guardians of Light. It is time to return to our world the three Keyblade wielders we lost over a decade ago. Ventus, Terra, and Aqua must be saved from their sad end, for they have more to achieve. Following their first battle with Xehanort, Ventus's heart refused to awaken, and so Aqua found a safe location to conceal him. But when she set off in search of her other missing friend, Terra, she fell to a place from which there is no return without outside help.
I saw her in the realm of darkness.
Walk away, you don't hear me
As long as you're with me, I'll always find my way back. Always. What? What is going on?
Hello, everybody. Here we are. This is the secret episode of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, picking up almost immediately after the conclusion of the final episode, but thanks to the funny extra content we've been getting for KH in the form of 0.2, it made more sense to transition from this to that game. It also makes the journey a little bit longer, a little more exciting, a little more creaky from this microphone arm. And man, it feels good. I haven't sat down and actually played a Kingdom Hearts game for this LP series since the end of Dream Drop Distance, so I'm excited to do that. And of course, it picks up using your save file that you got from beating the final episode. So as a result, this is kind of what we're working with. Level 40. Various things. I never did get I don't think I ever did get something to work with my barrier. Which, it's too bad. I don't think they have any shops here in the Realm of Darkness. But, you know, we kind of do. I don't see any need to change this stuff. Time Splicer's pretty good. And then Fission Firog is really good for that AoE blast. Blizzaga for piercing, and Thundaga it's nothing fancy, but it's certainly something. What difficulty is this even on? Is there a way to know? Standard. Okay, good. Good, because I'm a bit rusty. I did not practice playing Birth by Sleep, so it'll take some adjusting, but I think we'll be fine. I've always really liked the look of the Realm of Darkness in particular. Just the use of these rocks that have these blue, like, glowing veins and everything is just really nice. I feel like a lower percent of Kingdom Hearts fans played this part of Birth by Sleep in particular, so I think it made 0.2 a little bit more novel to them, because a lot of the tracks used in that are used here, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's get this going. Look, it's an evil save point. So one of the coolest parts of Birth by Sleep as a final mix was this entire area, because you're fighting Heartless. You spend the entire game dealing with Unversed, so it's actually pretty cool to see proper iconic enemies once again. And it's just a bunch of shadows and Neo Shadows. I forget if any other enemy type shows up here or not. We'll have to see. These little portals dispense with the Heartless. And we gotta take out a bunch. And it's kind of like forced enemy chambers. Kind of like when you played a Devil May Cry game and then they seal the doors. Now I'm trying to get a command style because I realize the finished commands isn't very good. We're gonna have to change that in a second, because, oh boy, is it not great. Okay, hold on. Fuck, it won't sneeze. It's been doing that for like Alright, it's not happening. We were in a moment where a sneeze was potentially going to happen, The hype was real, then the hype was canceled. So if we check over here, oh yeah, we do get other enemies. We get Dark Balls. I'm a big fan of Dark Balls. I hope they're back in 3. Dark Balls are dope. They're just big when they come charging and they go grang, grang, grang. Or whatever you want to call that squishy bite noise they make. Big fan. Alright, let's see if we can get a lift. Here we go. Also, to add to the mood, the chests are dead. Like, there's nothing good about them, see? Not used to Birth by Sleep. Not used to it at all. Just hitting triangle to try and open this chest. Let's quickly go over to, I believe it's stats? Yeah, stats and then finish command. Surprise is a terrible finish command because it does not let me play like a gorilla. So instead, I guess we'll do Gold Rush. Because, you know, Aqua's always about those dollar bills, y'all. Though we are going to have to be careful. I remember the end segments of this entire secret episode being pretty challenging. Like, they kind of just keep going. Though, that being said, this is not a very long scenario. I don't expect us to be spending more than, like, maybe 2 episodes playing this little thing. It was just a nice little bonus. Adds a little bit of story. Setting up that, of course, that sequel that I mentioned at the top of the video that does not exist anymore. But still, perfectly valid. So I realized that there are 2 exits here. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just burned through these areas. I kind of just run through this as quickly as possible. I don't actually know if there's a difference. So I'm actually going to explore this a little bit. And the same thing you're going to notice when we start doing Kingdom Hearts 0.2 is I feel like you can run through that pretty fast, but I think going at this a little slower, one, will allow us to have more episodes in the lead up to KH3, which I like. But we'll also be able to appreciate the little things that they added to both of these small titles that I think would be nice. Just kind of really soak it in. Because I feel like sometimes that, you know, it's important to appreciate everything. Give it a nice once-over. So we're still getting some decent equipment. Appreciate that. One thing I'm excited for in KH3, because it's kind of present in 0.2, is the speed at which you move. Because you'll notice here, there's a little increase in speed when you enter combat. That's just a thing that they started doing. I think specifically in Osaka Team KH games, which they've been doing, you know, for like a decade now. But I feel like the general run and movement speed in Birth by Sleep is pretty slow. And Dream Drop Distance definitely gave it an upgrade. I remember even seeing early footage of that game when it was coming out on 3DS of, man, you just seem faster. And I do like the focus on making your normal speed good. I would describe it as, don't make my movement stupid. Now, you may wonder, what does that mean? It's like, does slow mean stupid? No, that's not what it means. What I'm saying when I say, don't make me move stupid, I mean, make it so that the things you're doing naturally are going to give you a decent travel speed. That also means that, you know, you could have like a high skill ceiling maneuver that looks cool, that will actually get you to go faster across a map. But if it becomes a thing like in Zelda games where the optimal thing is to roll over and over again, or in this game it's cartwheel everywhere, it's like, maybe don't make it look silly. Which KH3 looks to be doing, based on those E3 demos. Like, you seem to be quite quick in the run on that. I think movement's important in terms of just making it feel like getting across the map isn't a chore. Which, by the way, is a problem that KH2 even has. Though not a lot of people like pay it much mind, because you have to master forms in that game. And when you do, you get a bunch of different movement abilities, whether it's aerial dodge, going into your glide, your quick run. And that's when your speed basically quadruples. And it's quite good. These, like, pillars of mist. Ah, this is trouble. You guys aren't too bad. I say that, but I've gotten pretty low health a little bit here. I'm not a fan of their spin. There we go. I definitely wish I had Counter Blast equipped. I'm missing so many opportunities to punish. Because I'll say this, one thing that these games do that the earlier Cage games didn't do, like a lot of people hold Cage 2 in very high regard, and these games with less, because, let's be honest, they're portable games, so I'm not expecting them to, you know, reach the highs, and I think you're kind of unreasonable if you are expecting certain things. One thing that these games truly value is hit that block button. Because not only do they actually give it to you at the start, but the important thing is that they reward you for pressing the block button at the right time, giving you different reprisal abilities to just do your own counterattack. And I am showing how much of an expert I am by not having any. But hey, it's something to talk about at least. Man, I do love me some Command Deck gameplay, also known as, I know you wanted to do that move, but I wanted to hit you out of it and make you want to be dead. And I'm like, man, that's the stuff. Anywho, seems we've got ourselves a ride. Now I'm wondering what that other place would have led to. This map is so damn huge, I could hardly tell. I kind of like how the displacement of time is kind of fun, or just how accelerated time is outside this realm. Because you see stuff like Aqua doesn't look any different in Cage 3 at all. If we ignore, you know, the stuff. Like, she doesn't have any visible age on her, which, you know, kind of shows, like, how long was her time here. And of course we're ignoring the game theory level things of how does the character eat? Because fucking don't. Please do not. But just the fact that, how long has she been down here? Like a month and a half? And that comes out to like 10 years or 10 or 11 years in Kingdom Hearts Storyland. I find that stuff interesting in how they place that. I mean, I can see the logic in doing it like that. That way they could have a bunch of protagonists be around the same age or visually similar. I don't know if it wants more in Second Chance or not. I think I do. It sounds like something that I would have immediately gotten like halfway into the game because I'm scared. It doesn't make me any less cautious. But that time stuff always has always interested me. Because they immediately establish how time works in that realm. Like, as soon as... I would say the first time you notice it is blank points, right? Because in that scene, you directly see that, yo, Aqua looks exactly the same, you know? And you know they would have at least tried to do something different to show age. It's like in Final Fantasy 15 did it the really dumb way. Where they're like, time has passed, in this DLC, we're gonna give this dude a beard and a mustache. And that's all we'll do to that model. They do something. Then again, in 0.2, people did discover that Aqua does have visible armpit hair. Now, someone in the comments may be going, KZ, I didn't fucking need to know that. And, it's blue. That's all, and you're welcome. Sometimes you be on the internet long enough, people waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 so long, they're just exploring hair. Sometimes everyone's priorities are a little bit out of whack. I understand if it may disturb you. The wait's been long. But we're in the end game now. I'm gonna say this feels a lot more satisfying here than it does in 0.2, which we'll get to. However, the final hit is much more satisfying. So it's like, most of the sequence I prefer here. It's a bit more snappy. But man, the damage you can do with the finisher. Really good. Hey man. You done? Did you see that shit? He's like, I'm going to fucking Applebee's. Like, what the hell is going on?